Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. I see people connecting. Hello, everybody. Let me see who I see. I see Artemio. Hello, Artemio. Barbara. Hi, Barbara. If you're just connecting, please say hello in the chat. Say hello and where you're connecting from. Hi, Artemio. Barbara. Kathy. Hi, Kathy. I see Debbie. Hello, Debbie. MK from San Diego. Yay, amazing. So it's earlier for you. I see Donna. Hi, Donna. Hello, Dustin. Samantha from Michigan. Oh, hi, Samantha. Barbara from Connecticut. I'm in New York City right now. Artemio, oh, Los Angeles. That's amazing. Heather from Oklahoma. Hello, Heather. Kimberly, South Carolina. This is so cool. I know so many people from South Carolina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Kathy. Where are you connecting from? Mary from Athens, Georgia. My sister lives in Georgia. I love Georgia. Hi, Mary, everyone. Welcome. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Mary. Thank you for doing that. Hello from Virginia. Hi, Justin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lisette, West Covina, California. Oh my goodness, I love it. Hi, Enrique from Los Angeles. Absolutely amazing. Some people from the West, some people from the East, and some in the middle. Kathy from Florida. Oh, hi, Kathy. Actually, have some of my life, you'll hear my story in a moment. I have spent in Tampa, Florida. So I love it that you guys are here. If you're just connecting, please tell us where you're connecting from. Hi, Debbie from Tucson, Arizona. Oh, Arizona is amazing. Luciano from Chicago. Welcome, welcome, Luciano. I have been to Chicago and it's a gorgeous city. It's cold. One of my good friends lives there and it's amazing. Just a bit cold sometimes. Everybody, I love it that you're here. I'm so excited. It's 7:03 and we're going to let more people in and then we're going to start in 2 minutes at 7:05. If you have just joined, I see you, Lisette, Olivo, Ronnie, Samantha already said hello. Just tell us where you're connecting from. Say hello in the chat so I don't feel this lonely here. Just talking, talking, talking. And we're gonna say a little bit about that. The more you engage in the chat today, the more you are going to learn. So please keep me company and keep engaged in the chat because we're going to have lots and lots of good stuff and I'm going to ask you questions. Thank you, Davi. Everybody, please meet my wonderful assistant, Davi. She is such a good helper. Thank you for that. If you are just connecting, please say hello in the chat. We are going to start in 1 minute. Hi, Darla. Hello, hello. Where are you connecting from? And the other people that have just joined, I see many joining just now. Just say hello in the chat. I am in New York City right now. Oh, North Carolina. Nice. I was in Tampa until 2 days ago. I was spending some days in Tampa. And then before that, I was in Colombia visiting my family. And now I'm in New York City. I have some events here. So here I am and happy, super happy to be here. Oh, Kevin, Port St. Lucie. I know Port St. Lucie. My family actually lived in Port St. Lucie for a long time. My uncle and his wife and family. So everybody, I'm so excited. It's 7:05. So who's ready to start? Say yes in the chat. We are going Live now. Let's begin. Say yes, yes, yes. I see you guys. Kathy, Davy, let's go. Dustin, let's go, let's go. MK, we are going to have so much fun and learn a lot today. I'm going to open the chat so that I can see you guys. And if you did not know, if you did not know, you are in the How to Stop Procrastinating in 30 Days Masterclass. So welcome. I'm super excited you're here. And if you do not know this either, my name is Patty. My name is Patty Johnston, and I am a leadership coach. I'm a life coach and the founder of a program called How to Stop Procrastinating in 30 Days. I see you, MK, Enrique. And I don't know if you knew, but I'm going to tell you this. There are actually two ways to listen. There are two ways to listen, okay? I'm going to give you a little scenario so that we can just get it better. Most of us have been on flights, right? And tell me at the end if you are guilty of this. I have been in flights and the lovely flight attendant comes and she starts giving the instruction like, oh, these are the emergency exits and this and buckle up. But most of the time, I don't really pay attention. Anybody guilty? It's like, oh my God, let me send the last minute message to somebody, or I just start looking at the magazine or looking outside the window. And so I'm there, but not really, because I'm not gathering the information. But what if? What if this lovely lady will come to you and say, actually, this flight is going to go down today? Would you listen differently? I would, because your life would depend on it. I would listen to every single word as my life was going to depend on it, because it would. So this is my challenge from me to you today. I want you to listen this next 45 minutes we're going to spend together as is your life depended on this. Oh, Patty, that's so extreme. It is true, though, because I've seen many hundreds and if not thousands of people come through here, and I've seen their lives changing every time I do this webinar. So make sure that you treat this like it's gold, because you're going to see a lot of good things are going to happen here. So I'm going to ask you this. First, stop everything else you are doing. Patty, everything else? Yes, we've been lied to. We were told like, oh, we can multitask. No, we cannot. We don't do things right when we multitask. So make sure that you stop everything else you're doing. I promise you that no one's gonna die if you don't text them right away. Trust me, I've tried it before. It's gonna be okay if you don't text them while you're here. So that's the first one. Second, use the chat, because I don't want to be lonely. And as I said before, the more you interact with me and with everyone else, the more you're going to grasp the information and more you're going to learn. So use the chat. Then focus on you. You didn't connect to this webinar to see me or because of me. You connected because of you. So I don't know you guys, but I used to be such a giver. I would give to everybody, family and friends and work, everybody. And me, I was like last on my list, until I realized that I needed to put myself first. So this is your time. This time is for you. So make sure that you focus on you. And that means no distractions. Ready? Let's go then. I'm going to tell you something it's going to sound different, but we're not going to talk about only procrastination. Patty, did I come to the right or wrong webinar? You came to the right webinar, but this is what happens. Once you stop procrastinating, I'm going to show you also how to soar to success. I'm gonna show you how to soar to success. Is anybody here ready to be as successful as you can be? Say yes in the chat. If you say yes, then you are in the right place. Let's go. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. You are in the right place. I love it. Luciano, Dustin, Kathy, Regina. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Did I miss somebody? Darla. Very good. Debbie. I love it. Kimberly. Absolutely, Enrique. This is it, guys. This is it. So I'm going to share lots of great things with you. And at the end, I have a gift from me to you. So from this point until the end, we're about 30 minutes until the end. So do not disconnect. I have a gift from me, from my heart to you, and I'm pretty sure you're going to appreciate it. So make sure that you stayed until the end. So there you go. If you haven't noticed yet, I have an accent. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to tell you a story of my life in 30 seconds. I was born in Colombia, South America, and I was very blessed because I was able to come to the United States when I was a single mom and my son was 3 years old. And we came to the US, and then I had the possibility to move to the UK, and I lived in England for a while. And then I moved to Australia, and I lived in Australia for 5.5 years. So, because of all this exposure to many countries around the world, I've been able to train people from more than 30, 30 countries from all around the world. And I've been a trainer for big corporations, small corporations, solopreneurs, mompreneurs. I've been invited to be on radio shows many times. I've been in many, 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 many podcasts. And I've been on TV. Even this last week, I was in a TV interview. And I'm a world traveler. I travel about 10 months of my year. And people come to me and they're like, Patty, oh my goodness, that is so glamorous. You have such a nice life. And yeah, I'm very blessed, but this is my confession. You guys ready for my confession? Here you go. I was actually born a procrastinator. Ugh, my favorite word used to be mañana. I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, next week. Oh, next month. I'm gonna start next month or next year. Next year is really my year. Anybody? Favorite word tomorrow or later or oh, someday or at some point? That was the story of my life. Absolutely. I see you guys. Yeah, Lisette, Darla. So people were like, well, but is it that bad, Patty? Is it really that bad to be a procrastinator? And it is bad because it's been proven that procrastination is the biggest enemy of success. Procrastination is the biggest enemy of success. And because we're going to talk about procrastination, let's see what the dictionary says. So, the procrastination is the action of delaying or postponing something. The action of delaying or postponing something. Oh, later, oh, mañana, or next week, right? But most of it all, procrastination is an avoidance strategy. Avoidance of what, Patty? Avoidance of pain. And I'm going to show you what I mean. So I'm going to tell you what the cycle of procrastination is. If you can relate to this, I know Lisette heard some things before. See if you guys can relate to this as well. So the cycle of procrastination starts with anxiety. And we're anxious because, oh, I have to do this and I don't want to do it. It's not that we don't know what to do, right? We know exactly what to do, but we're dreading it. So anxiety comes. Oh, I have to do whatever. But then we exchange it for pleasure. We exchange anxiety for pleasure. And let me give you an example so that you can understand better. I used to be in sales, and every day I would wake up and think, oh my goodness, I'm going to follow up with 5 people. 5 people I'm going to call. But deep inside, I was dreading it. And I was dreading it because I was afraid of rejection. I didn't want people to think, oh, Patty, she's so pushy. Now she's going to call again. Or, oh, here you go. She's such a pest. I didn't want people to think badly of me. So what I used to do every day is like, okay, yes, I'm going to call 5 people. But then before, let me check social media. Anybody? So I was like, oh my goodness, so and so got married? It then didn't invite me. I cannot believe this. Let me see who went. And I will be like, click, 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 click. And then 2 hours later, I was like, oh my goodness, that's my morning gone. I didn't do it. So you see what I was doing? I was actually exchanging anxiety for pleasure. The social media was just uncovering something I didn't want to face. And the problem with that is that after pleasure comes guilt. And you're guilty because like, okay, that's another morning wasted. Oh, that's another day wasted. That's another year wasted. Anybody? I see you. No, Dustin, 100%. So anxiety, pleasure, guilt, and then what happens? Even more anxiety. Like you double the anxiety. So you see, it's a cycle that you repeat over and over and over. This was my daily life absolutely for years. And if you do this often enough, guess what happens? I see you, Samantha, Kevin. You become angry. Angry at who? Angry at yourself, because how is it possible that knowing exactly what to do, I still don't do it? Anybody? Yeah, Kimberly, I know. I was the worst procrastinator. So this used to be me. Does this sound like you? If you have any of these, please let me know in the chat. Okay, so I used to be very stressed. And I was very stressed because it's like I felt like life was living me. I was not living life. That I had so much going on that I was like in the hamster wheel, going, 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 and I was not really accomplishing much. Anybody? Barbara, I see. Debbie, Kimberly. And I used to feel very tired. Tired of being tired. Tired of trying and trying and trying. Tired of like seeing life passing by and me being in the same place. Trying again and trying again. Tired of being tired. Anybody? Darla, I see you. And I used to feel very overwhelmed. And I was overwhelmed because I had so much on my plate, but I didn't even know where to start. Like my mornings were like, oh my goodness, here we go again. Where do I start? My house, everything was just like so much. I know, not easy to admit, Kevin, 100%. And I used to feel guilty. Guilty because it's not that I was dumb, right? It's like I had potential and I had opportunities, and yet I was not making it happen. Like I felt like out of my 100% potential, I was just like fulfilling 40%. And I was super, super down. So I felt very guilty and disappointed. I was disappointed on myself because even though I knew exactly what to do, I still didn't do it. I was like my worst enemy. And I felt like a failure sometimes. So this was used to be me. And I come from a very good family. This is what happened to me, everybody. And you'll see. My parents are super disciplined. My I have a sister, and my sister, she thinks she's perfect, but she's not perfect. She's almost perfect. And her room used to look like this. Oh my God, it's so organized, everything perfect, homework on time, waking up on time. And mine? Oh my goodness. Mine was a mess. And this was just a reflection of what my mind looked like. My life was just chaos. No, no homework delivered, always late. Anybody? And this is me. This is yeah, that's my office now. Yeah, I know, Darla. That was mine for years. And this is little Patty. This is me when I was about 10 years old. And we were having a dinner one time. It was my mom, my dad, my sister, and I. And I used to be very clumsy. And I spilled my milk. And my dad looked at me and he said, Patty, oh, you're such a mess. I don't see a future for you. I hope you get a good husband someday. And that little smile just got erased really quickly. And I grew up thinking that there was something really, really wrong with me. And on top of it all, I got pregnant very young. And my parents were like, you see, now you've changed, you ruined your life forever. And I'm like, okay, so I need to look for a better future. And I came to the United States with my son as a single mom, defeated, feeling defeated. And I thought, okay, there has to be something I can do because I was in a job that I didn't like. I was working long hours. I was getting underpaid and with a difficult boss. Anybody been there? So I thought, I need to get out of this situation. And I created a system that helped me overcome my procrastination. I took 30 days. I'm like, I'm going to take 30 days for me. And I did. And guess what happened? I felt so strong. In 2004, in July 2004, I opened my own business. I had $2,000 saved. That was the savings of my life. And I sold my business 18 months later, December of 2005, for $500,000. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my goodness, my system works. And then I decided after I sold that business that I wanted to become a real estate agent. And 44,000 realtors in Tampa alone. So my broker said, Patty, it's going to be impossible for you to make it because there's so many agents. I'm like, okay. He didn't know I had a system. Guess what happened? I get ranked number 10 on my first year in real estate. I couldn't believe it again. So that's when people started coming to me. They're like, Patty, you're doing something different. Because guess what? I discovered that I have ADD, attention deficit disorder. I have dyslexia. So I was the least likely person to actually succeed. And I did. And that's how people started coming to me and I started sharing my system with them. So you see what I said at the beginning? I'm like, I'm going to show you how to actually soar to success. This is the why behind it, because I have taught many, many, many people how to do it. And I'm going to teach you how to do it for you today. So how did I come from being now, I get invited to be a speaker everywhere. I have the job of my dreams, which is teaching people how to overcome procrastination. I travel the world. So how did I go from being so defeated in a job that I didn't like, with my life being a mess, to having the life of my dreams? That's what I'm going to tell you today. So in this webinar, I'm going to tell you first my 3 secrets on how to exchange excuses for actions. So how to stop procrastinating. And the second part, I will explain with you how you and I can work together so that you can have the same results or better than me. I'm going to explain at the end how you and I can work along together so that you can do exactly the same or even better. The question, guys, is, are you ready? Let's go. Tell me yes in the chat if you are ready. We are going to go. But before we go, ready, I see you, Dustin, Kimberly, Kathy, Nick. Hi, Nick. I had not seen. Oh, MK. Oh, my goodness. I'm blind. Let's go. Barbara, ready, ready, ready. So one thing I'm going to tell you. Yeah, you've been ready for a while. Well done, Kevin. So this is a disclaimer. What you're about to hear will be totally different from what you've heard before. You might have noticed my style is very different, but what you are about to hear is very different from what you've read in books, heard from other coaches. So you'll see why. So anyway, let's go. Secret number 0. Oh my goodness, Mary, well done. Patty, secret number 0. I thought there were 3 secrets. This is my extra secret. You're welcome. So secret number 0 is you need to be an honest person. What, Patty? Yes, you need to be an honest person. And people are like, what do you mean? I have met with hundreds, if not thousands. I was actually counting this week. I think I met with thousands of people. And some of them are like, oh, Patty, it's bad, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's okay. I survived. And those people cannot change because you cannot change what you don't acknowledge. You cannot change what you don't acknowledge. So the first secret number 0 is you need to be honest with yourself. You need to be honest with yourself. You're welcome. Secret number 0. Let's go. That was my extra secret. And now secret number 1. To change anything within you, you need to know why you're doing it in the first place. To change anything within you, you need to know why you're doing it in the first place. I have somebody in my family and they had a headache for 40 days, 40 straight days with a headache. And finally they went to the doctor. And the doctor didn't say, oh, it's okay, take some painkillers and you'll be fine. No, the doctor said we need to find out the reasons behind the headache. So they did blood tests and they did an MRI scan or brain scan to find out the real reasons. And it's exactly the same thing with procrastination. Most people think, oh, I can stop procrastinating if I just try hard enough, if I have a calendar, if I read books or have videos, or if I really, really put my mind into it, or really, really want it. That doesn't work like that. I tried it. So we need to find the real reasons for procrastination. Starting with fear. Oh, Patty, fear of what? Fear of failure, fear of success. Patty, how are you going to be afraid of success? Yes, you can. I've experienced it. Tell me if you have experienced any of these fears in the chat. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of conflict. Oh my goodness, I was so bad with that for such a long time. Oh, I don't want to create a problem. I don't want them to think badly of me. So fear of conflict, fear of judgment, or fear of the unknown, Dustin. Yes, failure and judgment. So this is one of the main reasons for procrastination. Second one, oh, I don't know you guys, but I didn't have the perfect family. If you did, congratulations. So a lot of the things that we do or don't do come from childhood. So very important, childhood issues. Adult traumas, oh my goodness, a lot of the bad stuff that happens to us. I don't know if you've noticed, but this is not the perfect world and bad things do happen. So things like divorces or losses of jobs or family members, all of those things definitely have an impact on the way we behave. Then mental disorders or, different way that our brain thinks. I say it's not a disability, but a different ability. So ADD like me, ADHD, Asperger's syndrome, depression, either clinical depression or just depression itself. And last but not least, personality or cultural. I'm not gonna say if that's Colombia or not, but there's some countries that are like, that's fine, we'll do it later. Well, let's go party. Even families, doesn't have to be a country. There's some families that are more laid back than others. So definitely those are reasons for procrastination. And I don't know if you knew, but there are actually 5 types of procrastinators. 5 types. If you find yourself being one of these, please say it in the chat and see. I used to be all of them, by the way. So here you go. First one, perfectionist. Oh, I cannot do it until it's perfect. It's good, but it's good enough. It's not good enough. Anybody being a perfectionist? The perfectionist think, analyze, do it again. Oh my goodness, Kimberly, yes. Maybe it's not good enough, so I'm just gonna wait. And it doesn't happen. Perfectionists like to do things perfect. Imperfection doesn't exist. And that comes MK, yes. And then perfectionism comes a lot from fear. Fear of judgment, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of conflict as well. So here you go. Second, daredevil. Oh my goodness, I was the queen of the daredevils. Daredevils are those perfect, waiting for the perfect moment. Yes, Dustin. So daredevils are those who have a project 30 days away. And when do they do it? The night before, of course, when it's the last minute. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna be late. Late taxes, late payments. If they have an appointment 30 minutes away, they leave the house 20 minutes before and they get upset because traffic is so bad. I cannot believe these people are not moving. Oh my goodness, I was the worst of the daredevils. Any daredevils here? I know I was not the only one in this world. I've seen many, many, many daredevils. Yes, Samantha says yes. Ostrich, Lisette, yes, 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 yes. Oh my goodness, late everywhere I was. The ostrich are the dreamers. Oh, they have the perfect life in their own mind. They're millionaires because they have so many ideas, but they stay in their mind. They don't take action. They're afraid of risks. So, yes, lots of great ideas, but nothing happens. The ostriches are the ones that hide when conflict comes and they better don't deal with things. Oh my goodness, I had so many good ideas that never happened. Any ostrich here? I don't see any, but maybe you are. And then comes the chickens. Oh, yes, Darla. Then come the chickens. I love the chickens because they're like, Patty, what do you mean? I'm not a procrastinator. I'm a doer. I'm super busy. I'm like doing all day. So I'm not a procrastinator. This is what happens. The chickens do a lot of things, but don't accomplish much. They're very busy, but not very productive because they don't know how to prioritize. They choose the easy task. Oh my goodness, at least I'm busy. I have an excuse, Kimberly. Yes, I used to be all of them, to be honest. So do, super long days, very exhausted, but at the end, didn't accomplish much. Oh my goodness, the chickens, they realize after they start taking the course, like, oh, Patty, I was a procrastinator. I'm like, I know. And then last but not least, yes, Kevin, the self-saboteur. The self-saboteur are those who know exactly what to do, but either don't do it or even do the opposite. The self-saboteurs know exactly what to do and they either don't do it or they do the opposite. That used to be so me. I used to feel that I was my worst enemy. Anybody? Yeah, I know, Samantha. I used to go through a lot of this. So anyways, I'm gonna tell you how this works, which I love it. This is Megan. Megan came to me. She's like, Patty, oh my goodness, I have my own business, but it's not going well. She didn't want to get in touch with potential clients or all clients because she's like, Patty, oh my goodness, what are they gonna say about me? And then she discovered the real reasons behind her procrastination, the real reasons. And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks, guess what happened? She increased her sales by 25%. Can you imagine if your income would come up 25% just for discovering the real reasons behind procrastination? So what happens is that she increased her prices. She was confident and she started raising her prices. No one died because of that. And she started following up with potential clients. And she started texting me, and my goodness, Patty, I love making phone calls and reaching out to people now. She calls people 6 times. That's how confident she became. That's why she realized what was happening in her heart, and then she started changing. So that's Megan. Then Shayna came to me as well. Shayna is like Patty, also with a business, not really doing well, but she was not exercising, not eating healthy. She had a lot of unfinished projects. Anybody? Including her website. She's like, Patty, I've been trying to finish my website for 1 single year. 1 year. I'm like, okay, we need to tackle this. So we started working together. And in just 3 days, I know this is crazy, guys, but in just 3 days, she started exercising, taking care of herself. She completed her website. She started working on her relationships. Did you know? Did you know that you can procrastinate on your relationships as well? Luciano, I see you. Yes, you can stick with toxic relationships. You can avoid difficult conversations, or you can avoid actually going into nice, healthy relationships. Oh my goodness. Yes, 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 Dustin, I know. And then Shayna, her income triple 3 times. And she started sending me messages like, Patty, morning at 6 a.m., going to the gym. I haven't seen myself like this in the longest time. Even if my business fails, she said, you changed my life. I didn't change her life. She changed her life. And this is one of my favorite compliments. She said, thank you for everything. You're really doing God's work. So that's Shayna. And last, I wanted to show you Brenda. She is one of my favorites. She's one of my favorite ladies that I have happened to be in the course. So she came to me. She was just out of cancer. Actually, Brenda started here in this webinar as well. She was just out of cancer. She had a very stressful job. And she said, Patty, I feel so stuck. I feel so unmotivated. And she's like, I know I can teach other people a lot, and I always wanted to become a coach. Could you help me get unstuck? And I did. And she made with her first client, $70,000. Can you imagine just making $70,000 at once with one single client? And I have an assistant, still working on mine. There you go. I had an assistant, and he said, Patty, we made a typo in the presentation because it's 7,000, not 70,000. I'm like, no, it's actually $70,000 that she made. So that's why I'm so excited about this, because secret number one actually really works. To change anything within you, you need to know why you're doing it in the first place. To change anything within you, you need to know why you're doing it in the first place. There you go, secret number one, check. Secret number two is you need to use the secret weapon. You need to use the secret weapon. Patty, what do you mean with that? Well, we actually had been lied to. I don't know if you guys ever heard this, but I remember growing up, they were like, if you have a high IQ, intelligent quotient, you're going to be very successful. And the kids that were like gifted, high IQ, oh my goodness, they're going to make it. But it happens that there's something called EQ, emotional quotient, and that has to deal with emotions. How well aware we're from our emotions and how we can regulate them or manage our emotions. And it happens that it's been proven now. It has been proven that emotional intelligence takes for 85% of our success. 85% of our success comes from EQ, not from IQ. How amazing is that? This is why it's so amazing, because we cannot change our IQ. We're stuck, whether we're smart or not. But EQ we can develop. So that means that our success is in our own hands. And that's why I call the secret weapon the EQ superpower. The EQ superpower. And this is the summary of this webinar, everybody. So pay attention to this. Procrastination is not a time management issue. Procrastination is not a time management issue. Procrastination is an emotional management issue. It's not about time management. It's about emotional management. Whoa, that there changed my life. So what's the solution? We already said, remember, we were like, oh, there's some perfectionists, the ostrich, all the types of procrastinators, the chicken, the daredevil, or the self-saboteur. And we also said that the real reasons behind these procrastinators is fear of judgment, fear of reality, fear of failure, anxiety, or even fear of success. Remember that. So if that's the case, and somebody was going to come to you and say, okay, so what's the solution? Would you tell them, oh, just buy a calendar? It sounds ridiculous. And we've been told our whole lives is like, oh, if you're procrastinating, just buy a planner, do a list of to-dos or New Year's resolutions. It is not the solution because the solution is in managing the emotions. This is the real reason, and this is the way to overcome procrastination. So the old way would say, set up calendar reminders, make a list, assign days to tasks. And don't get me wrong, these are like tools, right? Like we can use the tools. I have nothing against these tools. But this is not the solution. The solution, or what I call the EQ superpower, is spotting your triggers. What is it that triggers you into fear? What is it that triggers you into anxiety? What is it that triggers your anger? What's spotting your triggers? And then what are your emotions? Be aware of emotion. There's hundreds of emotions, so we only tackle one or two or three. Then know your excuses. Oh, I'm too busy. I'm too this, too that. It's family. It's this. Know your excuses. And last but not least, create a committed action. And this is way complex for me to explain here. I teach it to my students, but I'm going to say it in a simple way. And I'm going to introduce you to my baby. So I have, my son is older now. He's amazing. He's such a blessing. But let me introduce you to Patchy. This is my baby doggy Patchy. If you have a dog in your house, or if you've ever been in contact with dogs, say yes in the chat and say hello to Patchy as well. So Patchy is my baby. She's from Australia originally. And if you, thank you. You have a fur baby too, Darla. I love it. Yes. So you guys know then that you can actually command your doggy to do things. Debbie, 3 dogs. I love it. So with dogs, you can say sit, turn, paw, come, right? Basic commands. And the dog listens to it. Sometimes, I know. So what happens is we can actually learn to command our own brain. I see you, Kathy. Thank you. We can actually train our own brain to command and follow our commands. It's insane. So we have in our brain a limbic system and the prefrontal cortex. And there's like, I love neuroscience. There's a way for us to command ourselves into action. And that's why I see it working over and over again. Let me show you. Claudia came to me and she's like, Patty, oh my goodness, I've been trying to lose weight forever. I've had diet after diet. I have gyms. I have everything I've tried. And I do well during the day, but when the night comes, I feel lonely. I feel tired. I feel sorry for myself. What she used to do, drink and eat. And she came and she's like, I don't know what to do. I said, I know. So we worked for 30 days in her triggers, her excuses, her committed action, and she started exercising and then choosing the correct food options for her. And she lost 5 pounds in the very first week working together. And no, this is not a weight loss program. But I want you to see the power that emotional intelligence has in our own decisions. This can be in the personal side or it can be in business. Cola came to me, she's like, Patty, I'm a good CPA. I'm a good CPA, she said. But my business is very low. I'm about to close it. I have clients, but not that many. She was afraid to go to meetings. She used to say, oh, I'm just too busy. And we created a committed action for her. And she started going to meetings every single week. We finished the program together. And then 10 months later, she texts me. She's like, Patty, you will not believe my business grew by 600%. I'm like, what? 60%? She's like, no, 600%. So, guys, this beauty works. Emotional intelligence works. And that's why secret number 2 is actually very important. You need to use the EQ secret weapon. Oh my goodness, secret number 2, check. And last but not least, secret number 3. Let's go. You need to invest in coaching. What, Patty? A coach saying that? Yes, I'm a coach and I have a coach and I have many, many coaches because basketball players have coaches. They're really good, but they still have coaches. Every sports guy has a coach for a reason because they want to be better. Each of us need somebody to show us the way. Most people think, oh, I can do it on my own if I make my own effort. How many of you tried it over and over again? I know I did for years and it didn't work. And actually, it's been proven that you are almost 50%, 50% more likely to succeed if you have a community supporting you. 50%. And you're actually 80%. So this is almost success guaranteed. You're more likely to succeed by 80% if you have a mentor or a coach. A little warning. This is not the mentor of your uncle or your neighbor or your friend. That doesn't work. It has to be a professional that knows exactly what they're doing so that this can work. And we all need a coach because we need to unveil our blind spots to show you the step-by-step process on how to take action while reinventing the wheel. To save money and headaches. I don't know if you know this, but time is money. And to keep you accountable. So many times I said, I'm going to do it tomorrow, and I never did. So I have my people send me messages like, Patty, I'm doing this. They send me a picture. Patty, I'm going to exercise. They send me a picture of their tennis shoes by the park saying, I'm starting. We all need accountability. And I'm going to tell you, you need to make changes to help you change your life before it's too late. Patty, that is so negative. It's never too late. Well, sometimes it's too late, everybody. Opportunities come and go. People come and go. Time, I don't know if you've noticed this, but time doesn't stop. And sometimes it's too late. So we need to make changes today. Let me tell you how this beautiful thing of accountability works. Leah came to me and she's like, Patty, oh my goodness, I'm really successful. She's a financial advisor, but I'm very lonely. She's like, I would like to share somebody my life with, but I have the apps and I don't send messages to people because I'm afraid that they're not going to answer. I'm like, okay, this week you're going to text one guy, the guy that you like the most. She's like, oh, what if he doesn't respond? I'm like, it doesn't matter. She did text him, and guess what happened? She got married 1 year after doing the SP30. I call SP30 now, Stop Procrastinating in 30 course. She got married, but this is a disclosure. This is not a matchmaking program. So don't come back to me and say, Patty, where's my husband? This is just the power of accountability. She was accountable to me, and this is what happened. She got married. And not only that, but she had a baby already. Oh my goodness, I'm so in love with this family. So I'm very, very proud of her. And then Noemi came to me and she's like, Patty, I've been in the wrong job, a job that she didn't like in at restaurants. And she's like, I've been trying to become a yoga instructor for a long time. I took an online course. I have not finished it. So she took my online course for 30 days to finish her original online course. And guess what happened? Not only she finished her course, but she opened her own company. She changed countries. She was living in Australia, and now she's living in Spain, and now she's fulfilling her dream. And not only Noemi, guys, I've seen it over and over. People getting more productive, clean kitchens, people exercising, people being successful, productive days, happy people. Because when you start taking control of your life completely changed for the better. So that's why I'm so excited to say the secret number 3 actually really works. You need to invest in coaching for you to have accountability, everybody. And that was my secret number 3. And this is the summary on how to stop procrastinating. 0, you need to be an honest person, honest with yourself. You need to discover the real reasons of procrastination in your own life. You need to use the secret weapon, the EQ superpower. And last but not least, you need to invest in coaching. So I'm going to ask you something, guys. Would applying these concepts make a difference in your life? Would applying these concepts, these secrets, make a difference in your life? Yes, 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 yes. I for sure, I've seen it over and over and over again to every single person that has applied those principles in their lives. So now you have a choice. A lot of people come in, they're like, oh, Patty, that was so good. Thank you so much. But then they go and do nothing. And I'm going to tell you something. If you leave from this webinar and you do nothing, you just wasted 1 hour of your time. If you leave this webinar and do nothing and take no action, you just wasted 1 hour of your time. So this is my challenge from me to you. There's a cost of taking action. So talk cost on effort, talk cost on finances, cost on time, but there's a bigger cost of doing nothing. Did you know that there's a cost on doing nothing? I know it because it cost me a lot before. So what if I could help you? What if I could help you actually implementing these concepts into your own life? So I have some good news for you. I have cleared my schedule in the next few days to talk with you one-on-one on how to apply these ideas in your life with a breakthrough session. A breakthrough session. And how does this work? This is a 1 hour session, 1 hour, one-on-one. This is not a group session anymore. This is me and you talking in one Zoom call. And we're going to create a plan step by step for you to actually start moving. I'll explain also how you and I can work together. And people are like, oh my God, that's amazing, Patty. I'm going to show you how to start action, taking action in your own life. What's the cost? 0. Nada, at no cost. This is the gift from me to you. I want you to change. People are like, oh, but why do you do that, Patty? What's the trick? There's no trick. I actually love helping people, and I love for them to overcome their problems because I was one of them. Plus, I know you might want to change your life and want to start working with me. So we're going to talk about that. If we're a good fit to work together, amazing. If not, it's okay. Then at least you have a plan. So this is it, guys. Who is this for? This is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. You need to have the next 2 conditions. 2 conditions. 1, you must be ready for a change. Remember secret number 0? Oh, Patty, it's okay. It's bad, but not too bad. You must be ready for a change. And second, you must be positive and willing and open to implement new ideas. Willing and open to implement new ideas. So if this is for you, you said yes, 2 yeses, then you can book your appointment right now. And I'm going to tell you how you need to do it. So we're going to post, Davi, if you can help me. I don't know if I have the link nearby, but I'll post it if I can. I have a link that you can actually use. Let me stop sharing this. For you to go and book your own appointment. So I'm going to post it right now in the chat so that you can just go and book your own appointment right now. So this is it. If you want to book a one-on-one appointment with me, this is the link. Just click on it and choose what day and time you're going to have. Thank you, Davi. And then we're going to see each other either tomorrow or Thursday. So if you're ready for a change and you want to have a one-on-one appointment with me, this is your chance. Click it now. Well done, Kevin. I cannot wait to see you guys. Those of you who are going to set appointments, I'm going to say something else actually. You can book it there. I'm going to give you a second choice. For those who say, oh, Patty, I don't know, you can actually text me as well. You can either go and book your own appointment or you can text me. This is my phone number. So text me saying I'm in and tell me your name as well. So if you're ready for a change and you are ready to make it happen, this is your time, everybody. Go and book your appointment and you can do it yourself or just text me saying you're in. I see people texting me now. And this is it, everybody.